Hello YouTube, EasyGoing MC back with another episode of our Let's Play, our EasyGoing Survival. And yeah, I haven't done one of these in a long time. And as you can see, I've made a lot of progress on this world. So basically, recording Let's Plays is really difficult if you're not like a full-time YouTuber, just because it takes so much extra time to record that I just couldn't do it. So I started doing projects on my own, but I've decided now that every so often, if I want to do a project on this world, I might record it every now and then, and we can look at some of the other projects I've done in between those. Also, I was also just accepted to an SMP server, so I haven't been able to get on this as much. But yeah, I'll probably do some videos on the SMP server in the future, but not for a little bit. Yeah, but what you're looking at is a wither skeleton farm. It's based off SC Petty's design, but I modified it, and yeah, I was over here last time I was on, like, a couple weeks ago. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I've gotten a lot of withers and stuff from it. But in this episode, we're going to be, like, touring around a couple farms I've built. And yeah, basically just doing that. And yeah, just enjoying doing some housekeeping stuff. There's a bunch of stuff I need to do. I think I need to clear up my trading area, make that look a little nicer. Need to place a beacon in the trading area and by the iron farms. Actually, multiple beacons, like 4. And yeah, just show you guys around. We can do a couple other stuff. And adding on to the mountain base, I actually added another room, which I can show you guys too. So yeah, pretty awesome stuff that's been happening. I've been trading with villagers. I got a mending villager, so that's awesome. I've named all my tools. Funny names. So yeah, it's pretty awesome stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna run back to spawn, and yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Alright, so I'm back in my base now. So yeah, let's take a look in this area. So you guys seen this before. You've seen the brewing standard room and this weird AFK fish loot room. But I actually recently constructed this, and this room is probably the best build I've built thus far on the server. It is awesome. It's the museum. I've not filled it up yet, but it looks epic. So I have a dragon skull from when I went Elytra. I have this like armor, iron suits. I have gold suits, wither skulls, a notch apple. I actually found one in a dungeon. I didn't craft that. I didn't even have this world before 1.9, so I never could craft it. I have Elytra sets and diamond sets and one of the end banners. So yeah, I'm gonna fill this up though. But yeah, it's a pretty awesome room. I love these lightings. This lighting looks really good, and yeah, the lighting on the floor looks really nice in my opinion too. So yeah, I'm really chuffed to bits. Repeat what Mumbo Jumbo says every 10 seconds with this build. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the other things now. Yeah, so this is the trading area. We're probably gonna be in here a little bit today. I think we're gonna patch up some of these holes, make this ridge look a bit better. I probably won't destroy those farms yet. But yeah, you've seen the trading booth area. It's pretty nice. I do have mending now. Somewhere. I think this guy is the mending guy. Maybe not. Maybe it's this guy. I think it's this guy. Yeah, it is. Yeah, mending for 26 emeralds. So that's really awesome. I've been trading a ton with villagers. We're actually going to take these with us when we can go fill these up. I have a ton of Chakra Boxes. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, overall, I've just been doing a ton of work. Yeah. Where's my emerald stash? I don't know. We have how many? That's a lot. That's a lot of villagers we're going to have to deal with. But we might have to just kill them. But yeah. Yeah, that thing went a little haywire. I'm not sure what happened and how that really occurred because it's not automatic. But yeah, let's take a look at what my Chakra Boxes situation is. But just look at this. So there's nothing you use, but just look how many Chakra Boxes plus 22 more just for that. That's only about a couple hours of that. I also found the ice biome too, which is pretty awesome. But now we're gonna head out my little Elytra door right here. And we're gonna fly off into the distance. So one of the things we might do in this episode is finish off this glass roof right there and completely finish that. up, we'll probably rebuild the wall, make that look a little nicer eventually. But over here is where we have our industrial district, I guess. And this is 2 farms. So it's a pumpkin and melon farm, which is designed by Il Mango. And then a wheat farm that, is designed by some other guy, but it's pretty commonplace. I think I'm going to actually redo some of that redstone to make it better too in the near future. And we also have an egg farm that produces us a bunch of eggs. Yeah. So we can hop down in here. We can fill up my chakra boxes. So I've been using these to transport stuff from this base to the next so I can trade with it. And yeah, it works out pretty well. Just place in a bunch of chakra boxes. They're all color coded. So you just get a bunch of wheat. Put that in the yellow one. It's also a seed farm too, so that's plenty of seeds now. Melon. Okay, good. I have a bunch of melon blocks already crafted. Fill that one up as well. I'm gonna build an auto crafter for that at some point too. We're actually running out of pumpkins, so we'll have to do another AFK session at some point over here. I've traded so much. I literally got a full double chest full of emeralds. So that's a lot of trading and a lot of shulker boxes. I'm pretty decent at it though, so that's always a benefit, right? Yeah, I'll get some. I think that should be enough, right? Yeah, that's gonna be plenty. Okay, so after a long-winded process, right there, we can break these guys. And we can take a look at the A. We only have like one. I haven't AFK'd that overnight, but that would definitely fill up overnight for sure. That's from like an hour of AFKing, so less probably. What else do we have to do now? So yeah, this is the area. I have a banner for it too, which is pretty awesome. And I have the beacons. So this is where I have a 4 beacon system. You can take a look. I have every single one. It's just instead of having resistance 2, I have that just resistance 1, and I got regeneration with that one instead. Let me take a look. I think I might. Do I have? I have my beacons over here. All right, sweet. So we have a bunch of emeralds, and yeah, we can get started on some of the tasks in today's episode. So we're gonna head over to the iron farms right in the center, or close to the center, and we take a look. Is there anything else that I want in here? I'll take the iron too, just in case. Why don't we just put that in there? Don't want to lose it. And we're actually gonna put down 4 more beacons and get some effects at the iron farm, and then we're gonna head over to our the villager trading area and do the same. And that, I thought that was a bear. I was like, what the heck is that thing? And that should be the first housekeeping task done. So I'm going to place the beacon down over here, and then I'll be right back when I'm done with that. And we're back, and I've cleared out and placed in a bunch of blocks for 4 beacons right here. So this is our spawn chunks. I was thinking about what color I wanted the beacons, and I decided white is actually probably the best color to go with here, just because it is our iron farms. And yeah, in terms of what we want, obviously, haste 2 is a must, as is speed 2, and what else do I want? Okay, so I have 2 more beacons. I don't want jump boost. I actually have a strong dislike for jump boost. Do I want strength 2 here? Are there really any mobs? Yeah, I want strength 2. We'll go with the same. And then let's actually go strength 2. And then if we go right here, we can do resistance and then regeneration. Sweet, so that is everything done and dusted. So now we can take some stone. We can get our ender chest too. I also found 6 diamond ore while doing this. That's awesome. But we can get our blocks. We can build right back up to the surface with our things. I know some people would say that jump boost is good, but in my opinion, jump boost is, I really don't like using it, just because of, I don't know, I just don't like it. It just makes everything harder, in my opinion. Like, generally, there's just not really a need for it here. And speaking of killing things, we can just one-shot zombies now. We'll place some glass like so. There we go. All done and dusted. Sweet. So that's that one done. I only have 2 beacons left. So I think, though, if I'm not mistaken, get that glass too. I should have more nether stars. I think I have like 5 nether stars actually. So we can take a look. Also, I made this into a, instead of doing an entrance, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do that. So I made it to kind of like a museum exhibit. Like that's where I first lived. Just preserve some of that originalness of the world. I think it's, I mean, I don't really mind it looking bad. So it just adds to the feel of this place. I don't know why I'm going over here. This place is kind of like a maze because it's identical on each side. It should be my valuables chest. No, I do not actually. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. Could have sworn I had more nether stars. That's unfortunate. I guess we will not be doing another beacon. I'll have to go AFK that place again. Yeah, so what's next? Next, we're probably going to do this on camera, but just going to clean up some of these edges. It's a little messy. Get some grass. We can make it look nice. But like this, I mean, it's natural, I guess, but this doesn't look that good. So like over here, like once again, see the smooth up the edge a little bit, maybe like that. That works. We can place one like there. Now I'll replace this with grass as well. We can place some stone in. Just add to the natural look of the place. Okay. So this is looking already, I mean, it doesn't look the best over here with all these torches. We'll have to do some lighting probably at some point. But it just looks so much better now, you have to say. And we'll definitely have to do something about that cobblestone structure at some point too. At a later date. So yeah, I'm going to continue to tidy up this area, and we might wrap up the episode at that point. I have to see how much time we have left. I don't like to make the longest of episodes. So yeah, let's see how I'm going to tidy this place up, make it look more acceptable, and I'll be right back when I'm done with that. And we're back after a couple hours of work, and yeah, we've tidied up this area quite a bit, and we've done some other things. I'll explain in a little bit. But yeah, it's really looking a lot better now. It's not the best. These torches really don't add to the look, but if we hop on over here before we check out all the other stuff, you can see I've tested out this. So there's actually glowstone under here, and then you just put a oak leaf over it, and it blends in pretty nicely and gives actually a nice texture. So this will be a work in progress, but every so often I'll come over here and just replace one of these torches or a few of the torches with some glowstone and leaves. I mean, it's just go down like this, a couple blocks, and not like that, but then like that, and then there you go, you have a light source. So yeah, let's take a look at all the tidying up I've done. So first things first, I replaced all the cobblestone that you could see with either the stone bricks for the walls, or just stone in general, or even in some cases the roof. Same thing over here. The villager breeder still looks like a giant glass mess, but it looks a lot better than it did before when it had a bunch of random cobblestone and stuff in there. And also, I actually went through all the villagers that were there and just restarted the breeder. So now we actually only have a few there now. That actually will show you the process I go through. So yeah, I sorted my villagers out. I have now them all correctly labeled. And yeah, it's pretty nicely. This guy's not the best. This guy has flame for 13 emeralds. I believe that's the only trade that's decent that he has. Yes. This guy has 3 perfect crop trades. That's very decent. We're going to keep looking for a perfect villager, though. So he has the perfect pumpkin, potato, melon trade. This guy has silk touch for 17 emeralds. There's not one anywhere. There's not one there anymore. That guy was pretty trash. We have a Fire S Pack 2 villager for only 9 emeralds. So if we take a look, yeah, that's the only one he has. Here we have Fire Protection 4 for 45 emeralds. I'm going to keep it until I get a cheaper one, but that's not the best. Here we have the Efficiency 4 for 30 emeralds and Mending for 26. And then here we have the Unbreaking 3 for 34. Infinity for 9 emeralds. And then finally over here, Aqua Infinity for 5 emeralds. So a decent set of villagers. I cleared out a lot of them. So I can show you that process real quick. So basically stay here, and every time I see a villager pop up, I press the button. You could make this automatic by saying that. So this guy's trash. I just basically let him drop. That guy's also trash. Just let him drop. And that guy is a fisherman, so I don't want fishermen right now. So I don't want that guy either. So, but if I were to get a good villager, so this guy isn't good, but if it was, I place a torch here, and then I come back and unlock its trades, and if it's still trash, I just click the button again. And there you go. So I also redid the exit system. So this used to be water, and it wasn't working that well. So instead, I just replaced it with rails, and now it's working 10 times better than it was before. This system obviously is still working. We'll actually transport some minecarts over while we're here. So yeah, that's pretty much most of the work I've done in this area. I also moved the chests that were right here to over here, made it a little nicely organized of our shulker boxes. Next bit of work, I actually started organizing my ender chest. So now I actually have 5 shulker boxes full of stuff in here. So I can just plop all of these down. So this one, let's replace this torch real quick. Okay. So this one right here is the redstone one. Not the most organized yet, but that's alright. It's basically I just keep all my extra redstone materials in here. Eventually I'll go through and make like a stack of comparators, a stack of repeaters and stuff. And here I have armor, tools, and weapons, which I actually need to finish enchanting all of these right here. Put Unbreaking 3 on that one probably. And yeah, this is pretty nice. A lot of stuff. Here's essentials. I need to make a bunch of fireworks eventually. Need to get some more pumpkin pie. I think it's like a really decent food source after I have a sugarcane farm. And now you have your ender chest, your stones, some miscellaneous stuff here. Here we just have a thing full of ender pearls. And here we have one dedicated for iron. So eventually this will all be filled up with iron blocks. I just haven't yet because there's not really a need to. Because I don't have like that much. I have a lot, but not that much. So yeah, we can just put this back in any order. Still have some torches and some obsidian in here that I need to get rid of. But that's all good for now. So next step in this episode, the final project of the day, is to actually do some more tidying up. So I know this episode has been full of tidying up. Oh, I forgot to show you guys one more thing. So I got rid of that fence. I got rid of this thing over here. I got rid of the AFK fish farm. So it's looking a lot less cluttered now in general. So it just looks a lot, cleaner and nicer. Especially once we build automatic farms for this, we can get rid of that too. It'd look a lot better. But now let's move on to the next project, which will be to tidy up another area of our base. So, yes, our industrial district is pretty tidy. It was a very nice area indeed. But this area over here, it definitely needs some cleaning up for sure. So what I have to do, I'm going to fill in some of the creeper holes after I sleep. And I'm going to probably start putting some glass on top of that slime farm to get that completely done. And yeah, just overall tidy this area up a little bit more than it is already. I'll probably take the sugarcane farm down. But let's get rid of this hole, that hole right there, that hole, that hole. Lots of creeper holes all around in general. But yeah, let's go do that real quick and I'll be back. Don't make another creeper hole. Alright, let's one-shot this guy. Nope. Okay, now we're good. Alright, I'll be back when I'm finished with that. Alright guys, I know I did say that I was going to do tidying up, but I just looked at how long that clip was, and I didn't feel like I could redo it and shorten it. So I decided just to end the video here and to do all this off camera in between the next episode and the next. Just, do some work here. Eventually, next time, when it's done, you'll just notice that it's a lot nicer over here in general. Also, I have to find storage for all these blocks, which I've actually used quite a bit of. Now I'm thinking about it, I've used almost half of them. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the episode. If you did enjoy this Let's Play series, make sure you drop a like down below. And yeah, it really helps out the channel. I know I got a comment saying that someone really enjoyed this series. So, if you guys do, the last video I built got like 40 views. That's pretty decent indeed. So yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you all later. And in case you're wondering what this is a rail duper. Powered rails and rails, yeah, I could build them. I could go out and mine gold or build a gold farm. But, it's a big waste. And, when something like this exists, I might as well take advantage of it, Even the most technical players use rail dupers and sand dupers. But general block duping, I will never use that, so don't you guys worry. But other than that, guys, I hope to see you all later and have an easy going day. Bye. Extending that clip out.